He's the right kind of guy to defend him. Plays hard.
Super Championship Saturday continues at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. It's a clash of titans in the 3A boys finals. Number 1 Valley Christian against number 2 Coolidge. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Papueno alongside 7-time state champion basketball coach Bob Fredericks right here on NFHS. Coach, we could not have dialed this one up any better. Number 1 versus number 2, and it starts with Valley Christian led by veteran coach Greg Haxma, and he's got a great guard combination, the brothers, Caleb and Luke Shaw.
Got that Indiana basketball in them. They really know how to play the game. They can shoot it, they drive it, they're very skilled.
The Shaws combined for 35 points in the semifinal win over Fountain Hills. That squad has won 12 straight now on the other side for number 2 Coolidge, a team that's playing fantastic, led by veteran coach David Glasgow. They've won 16 straight. They can beat you down in the blocks with Pregame, and they can also beat you with the versatility of guard Mark Clegg Jr.
I think they have good quickness. That's going to be hard for Valley Christian to control. And you.
Caleb Shaw, number 3 Luke Shaw, number 11 Jalen Lee, number 12 Austin Wallace, and sophomore number 10 Jake Harrison. Coach, when we look at Valley Christian, they got some versatility, a veteran coach. What do you expect to see from Valley Christian this evening?
They're going to feed Caleb Shaw. This is a game, I think, about the stars. Some games are about role players. This game is probably about stars. Got to see what Shaw does, got to see what Gant does, and got to see how each team guards the other guy.
Number 2 Coolidge, the 2 seed, a squad that's won 16 straight, a record of 27-2. They won the 3A South at 10-0. In the playoffs, the Bears beat Monument Valley, ALA, Gilbert North, and Holbrook in the semifinals. 16 straight wins. Starters for Coolidge, number 10 Carlos Coronado, number 31 Josh Pratt, number 20, Drew Madrid, number 22, Mark Clegg, and number 40, Bray Gant. Coach, Coolidge, a squad playing so impressively, 16 straight wins. What do you see from Coolidge this evening?
Play hard, crash the boards hard, good inside-out game. Got to see how their younger players play. Carlos Coronado played very good as a freshman yesterday, and in fact, I think just like that young group of kids for Valley Christian and for Coolidge are going to make a difference tonight. The Greer brothers for Valley Christian and Carlos Coronado for Coolidge.
Bears coach David Glasgow, a veteran coach, been with the program on and off for 29 years. The school has won 8 state titles. The last came in 2005. On the other side for Valley Christian, longtime coach Greg Hasma. You name it, he's done it. Been with the program for 25 years, coaching the boys and girls in the Chandler Hall of Fame, a coach that's done it all. So, Coach, as we close in on the starting lineups being fully introduced on both sides, what are some of the keys for first top seed Valley Christian?
I think Caleb has to have a big game. He doesn't necessarily have a 54-point game like he did against Eastmark, but he's probably got to get something in the 20s at least.
On the other side for Coolidge, we got 4 players scoring in double figures in Madrid, Pratt, Gant, and Clegg. What are the keys for Coolidge to pull off the victory tonight?
I agree. Like, their game's more in the balance, but I do think Braden Grant has to have a better than normal game. I mean, I think this game boils down to that matchup more so than most games boil down to top player on both teams.
Now, Coach, in the 2A matchup we saw earlier between SCA in the championship game that they pulled off, we saw more of a slow-down, half-court defensive battle. Both teams here play more open. Do we see more of an up-and-down game, more of a high-scoring game in this one?
Definitely. Every coach preaches that defense wins championships, but you're going to see some high-flying, up and down the floor, 94 feet offense in this game.
In that early matchup, SCA did a great job locking up Rancho Solano Prep, going back-to-back for their second state title in a row. Congratulations to John Anderson and those high-flying Eagles out of Scottsdale. So now the boys take center stage, and the Trojans being introduced as we speak. And we look at the coaches in this one. David Glasgow for Coolidge. Greg Hagsma on the other side for VC. When you talk about a championship matchup, Coach, we've got championship coaches on both sides.
They have great experience playing in big games. A lot of titles between them, many, many wins between them.
one facing two. Good crowd on hand, a sea of blue. Valley Christian in the white uniforms, Coolidge in the blue uniforms. And this one up and going with Coolidge winning the tip. Carlos Coronado up the floor with Caleb Shaw giving chase.
He's a nice looking freshman.
Tall and lean. Coronado, couple dribbles. Drew Madrid.
Coach Glaskell's going to like having him around for 3 more years, that's for sure.
For sure. Madrid directing traffic on that left side, dumps it down to Bray Gant. Gant lets it go. Gant off the iron. Up the floor, Caleb Shaw. Shaw averaging 26 a game.
So we got the 1-2-2 defense. We don't have a man-to-man at all.
Caleb Shaw knocks down the three. And that is how we start with a VC3 from the perimeter.
Pretty looking jump shot. Gets it off quick, elevates.
This one almost taken away by Luke Shaw. So we saw the three by Caleb and Luke Shaw hustling, trying to grab the loose ball.
That was a tough dive to the floor. It's great to see that effort. I was a little concerned about his shoulder when he landed, but Coolidge player shaking up on the play.
So Drew Madrid gingerly walking off the floor. Substitution for Coolidge. Becklem Namagabi stepping in.
How about that crowd on the last game? Close to 11,000 in here.
Coach, I gotta tell you, covered high school basketball in the state of Arizona since 2005. The best atmosphere I've ever seen in a game. Simply electric between Altusay and Chinley. Back to our game. Mark Clegg fires it away. Clegg off the iron. Bray Gant there. Gant. And a loose ball foul.
I think Gant's got to have a big game on the boards. He's got to probably put up 20 points, but getting double-figure rebounds might be just as important.
Austin Wallace with the foul. His first team foul. Josh Pratt, a weapon from the outside. Hit 5 threes in the semifinal win.
Caleb Shaw didn't realize that inbound pass was coming over his shoulder. He thought he could have got it.
And the offensive foul against Bray Gant down low. Try to do a spin move, work the body just a tad too hard, and it's going back the other way.
That was Luke Shaw that took the charge, wasn't it?
Luke Shaw.
2 big floor plays already for him. He's doing well on that hustle board, isn't he?
Absolutely. In a game like this, hustling is what it's all about between number 1 and number 2. Caleb Shaw up top. Shaw surveying his brother sitting the high screen. Caleb walking to his right. Shaw, left side, driving in with that quick first step. Kicks it out. Ball off the front of the iron.
If I'm Coolidge, I'm happy with that. I want anybody other than Caleb Shaw taking shots.
Mark Clegg. Clegg going strong, and Clegg delivers right down the heart
He was impressive on both sides of the floor yesterday. We kind of thought they would come out in man-to-man with him guarding Shaw, which they've gone to on this possession. The first possession was a 1-2-2.
Great move by Clegg right down the heart of the lane, a 3-2 ball game. This one just underway. Shaw, little elbow jumper from the outside. He's got 5 quick points.
Came to play, didn't he?
Absolutely. Shot misses from the outside. Luke Shaw with the rebound. The Shaw brothers very active in this one early, setting the tone. Caleb Shaw lets it go from 3. This one off the iron. Namagabi with the rebound. Out to Mark Clegg. Clegg, tall, lean, athletic. Luke Shaw with the defensive responsibility. High
tough
screen.
Ball screen there.
Josh Pratt off the iron. Hustle play. Inside.
Nice pass.
And Namagabi knocks it home. No Clan, Namagabi. It's a 5-4 game. So we're seeing a lot of loose ball hustle on both sides.
Very competitive so far.
Paramount by both teams to get after it.
How about those Josh Pratt shoes?
No batteries needed on that one.
I tell you what, if you're wearing those shoes, you better have good footwork because the coach is going to catch bad footwork every time.
And it'll blind you every time as well. In the corner, Jalen Lee driving. Jalen Lee gets it to go. First-year player, and Jalen Lee glides to the rim.
What year in school is he?
Jalen Lee, a junior, 6'5", 180. Gant pulls up, off the iron, loose ball. Rebound. A good one by Austin Wallace. Shaw, left side of the floor.
Coach Hogsman must have great faith in Austin Wallace's defense. He's basically assigned not to leave Gant. He's not helping at all. He's just staying on him.
Clegg, the defensive responsibility. The swat on Shaw. Great play by Clegg. Coronado, left side of the floor. Inside. And the pretty finish by Namagabi.
Now we got the Bear crowd into the game.
Namagabi coming up big off the bench for Madrid, who went down with an injury. Luke Shaw drawing contact in the paint. 7-6 ball game. 3:41 left.
How about this? Twins coming into the game together.
Caleb. Shaw still on the floor. We got a timeout on the floor. 3:41. So, Coach, this one just underway. Competitive on both sides. A lot of loose ball hustle by both the Bears and the Trojans.
Yeah, no real patterns yet. This one's going to take a little while to figure out. Both teams kind of doing what they wanted to do, what they came out to do right now. We'll have to see who can take the other strength away from them as the games goes on.
So Drew Madrid left the floor, little injury. Namagabi goes in, adds a couple baskets off the bench, providing a big bench spark with Madrid out.
Gives him a little bit more sides, actually. That's why you have more than 5 guys on your team.
So a little bit of a chess match early as both teams go through the first quarter trying to figure things out.
I'm sorry?
Caleb Shaw off to a good start with 5 points. Namagabi off the bench for Coolidge with 4.
During warm-ups, I went out and asked one of the Greers who wins one-on-one, and he just looked me right in the eye and says, I do almost every time. The problem is I didn't know which one it was.
Carson and Kyle. The brother tandem. Good players, both freshmen. Coach Hagsman's going to like that combination for years to come. And how about Caleb Shaw? Very interesting story, Coach. Had an injury, a knee injury last year. He was out for most of the year, could not play, and put aside surgery. As some athletes get a microfracture surgery instead, he let it heal naturally. A year later, he's back and ripping up high school basketball.
He knows how to play the game. You would expect that with his pedigree as in the family. Got basketball people all over the place. That must be a basketball Christmas every year. But he's super athletic, too, with a nice shooting touch. I know he's signed at Northern Colorado. Is that correct?
Northern Colorado.
And I think he's going to be an outstanding player in the Big Sky. I think his ceiling's even higher.
His dad, Casey Shaw, is the assistant at GCU. Luke Shaw at the line.
Okay, so the GCU environment might be the only thing that rivals that environment we just saw in that girls' game.
I got to tell you, if you've not been to a GCU game, you need to go. If you love basketball, you love big-time environments, because they do it right at GCU. It's Purple Passion at its best, and it's electric always.
They understand the entertainment value of basketball.
For sure. So Luke Shaw, usually on point at the line, misses both free throws as Clegg takes it up the right side of the floor.
And Valley's in his zone now. Teams are switching up their defense. Reminds me a little of the 2A game.
Josh Pratt knocks down the 3. And the Bears with a 9-7 lead. On the other side, 3 ball, no good. Battle underneath. Wallace keeps it alive. Knocked away. Long, lean, Coolidge getting it done in the paint with the defensive stop. Clegg up the right side of the floor. Drew Madrid back in the game. Madrid connects to the right side.
Seems like he's okay to me.
Drew Madrid.
It's quite a run here.
12-7 on the other end. Shaw banks off the glass.
Caleb does what the best player on the team does. Stymies other teams' runs.
Caleb Shaw now with 9 points. A 12-9 Bears lead.
Coach Hogsman's not letting that last perimeter shot dissuade him. He's staying in that 2-3 zone.
2:39 left. And Bray Gant knocks down the jumper.
That's the area I wanted Dinas to be flashing to in the other game, to break that 2-3 zone.
14-9. Caleb Shaw with Clegg on the defensive assignment.
Good positioning of players by Coach Glasgow against the zone.
Wallace inside. And Greer, the freshman, bangs it in.
It's going to be very interesting to follow those freshmen and see how they develop. Maybe they might be Arizona's version of the Van Arsdales.
Kyle
Identical
and
twins.
Freshman providing big minutes for VC. Gant inside, Namagabi high off the glass, and Namagabi providing big minutes off the bench, already 6 points.
Yes.
Great touch by Bray Gant, finding Namagabi cutting. Austin Wallace, Shaw, quick first step, getting into the glass, off the glass, loose ball underneath, won't go. Shaw battling underneath. Platt comes down with it.
Lots of contact in there.
Foul against Namagabi. Non-shooting foul. So Austin Wallace will do the inbounds duty as Coolidge sets his defense. And Jalen Lee stepping back in, and Austin Wallace stepping out.
See what Valley runs out of the line here. Up, they go to their box setup.
Carson Greer, the freshman.
Now they show something else.
Coach Hagsma, great confidence in the freshman on the out-of-bounds play.
Yeah, just two freshmen on the floor at the same time early in a state championship game. That's just great overall confidence in freshmen.
Jalen Lee almost loses the handle, and it's going back the other way. Bray Gant, big tough defense.
He's very active today.
Jalen Lee lost the handle, and the Bears with a 16-11 lead with a $1:19 left in the first. Mark Clegg, long, lean, versatile, good handles. Caleb Shaw out to Drew Madrid.
I just thought Clegg was a very complete player when we saw them play yesterday in the semis. Does everything.
Offensive foul against Carlos Coronado. Fan base doesn't like that call. Fourth team foul for the Bears. 16-11 lead. Caleb Shaw with Clegg. Kyle Greer, right side. Jalen Lee. Namagabi comes up with it, and they call the travel against Namagabi. That's a tough call.
Hit his elbow pretty hard, too. Kind of don't know why that's a travel if he doesn't make an attempt to come up with it. Just owning it on the ground, I don't think it constitutes a travel.
Namagabi was looking for the timeout as well. Jalen Lee going strong in the paint. Off the glass. Greer. Luke Shaw. Caleb Shaw will set it back up with Bray Gant in pursuit. Nice matchup right here. The two stars of the teams.
They're going to go for the last shot.
23 seconds left in this first quarter. Caleb Shaw calling for a clear out on the right side. Shaw with the electric first step. 9 seconds.
Gant does not want to pick up a foul here.
Driving to his right. Pulls up. This one off the iron. Put back by Greer. Kyle Greer, the freshman. And that'll do it at the buzzer.
Heads up play by Kyle Greer there.
Kyle Greer, his second basket of the first quarter. And a 16-13 Bears lead. Coach, back and forth. Caleb Shaw, 7 first quarter points for Valley Christian. Betclan Namagabi, 6 points off the bench for Coolidge. And the Bears right now pushing the top seed up 3 after 1.
Yeah, and the game's at a reasonably quick pace. Both teams are crashing the board hard. There's different styles of basketball. You do what you need to do to win. This one's much more wide open than the one we saw earlier.
The Bears with 4 team fouls, Trojans with only 2. Good hustle. Lead is 7.
Or a guy in each corner might be a better way to say that.
Coolidge, 4 of the 5 starters, average double figures. Caleb Shaw throwing it down with authority. Caleb Shaw lighting up downtown Phoenix and 1.
It's kind of ridiculous.
My goodness. Caleb Shaw. And that is physicality you don't see every day.
Wait a minute, let's see. Oh, he turned his shoulder, or he might have drawn the charge and negated that whole thing, but you can't turn your shoulder at the end.
Shaw misses on the extra one, but still a jolt of energy in this building.
Yeah, I think he had such a jolt of energy, he could not, contain himself on that free throw.
Shaw.
That was one of the better dunks you ever see in a high school game. I've seen some great ones this year.
Now with 11 points. Rebound by Kyle Greer, the freshman. The Greer freshman impact. The brothers doing things, and Shaw again banks it off the glass.
Shaw wants to take over here.
Now with 13 points. Shaw stepping up in the limelight of downtown Phoenix in the 3A finals. Bray Gant back out to Namugabi. Namugabi, Drew Madrid, Pratt other side of the floor. Pratt, couple spins, thought about it. Clegg in the corner. Clegg to Gant down low. Kicks it out, almost thrown away. Madrid, couple dribbles. Gant with Shaw. Gant, spin move, inside. Namugabi! Great feed by Bray Gant to Namugabi.
Gant becoming more of a facilitator, showing a complete game.
And we are seeing the Stars come out tonight in downtown Phoenix.
I thought this game would be about star power, and so far it is.
Austin Wallace. Shaw, not afraid with Clegg. Couple dribbles, kicks it out to Greer. Greer off the iron. Clegg in transition to Namugabi. Namugabi going strong. Inside, and Namugabi scores yet again. Bell Clan Namugabi.
He's having a game. Sometimes you find that guy off the bench that steps up in big games. Unreal.
And Caleb Shaw, relentless in this one early.
And he is showing some really good inside-out skill. He's a player.
Shaw with 14 points already. Clegg, kick out. Pratt from the corner. Pratt, bang!
Over the extended arms of Shaw.
And we've got ourselves an up and down affair. Shaw, not afraid. Foul before the basket. And Caleb Shaw is running 150 miles per hour. And it's all calm, cool, collected.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm seeing in Caleb Shaw and in Garrison Sherman in the 2A game, two kids that I hate to see leave the state of Arizona. Those kids can play at a lot of levels.
Caleb Shaw having a great game already. Nabu Gabi off the bench. Caleb Shaw, this one short. Gant with the rebound. 4:30 left in the second. Bears up 7. Gant to Clegg. Clegg to Pratt. Pratt thought about it. Pratt, little spin.
What's a little disconcerting if you're a Trojan fan is Shaw's playing great and they're still down 7.
Mark Clegg inside, draws the contact on Austin Wallace. Clegg with the James Worthy glasses on, with some great vision, getting to the glass and drawing the contact on Austin Wallace. Team fouls against the Trojans, now at 5.
Shot that free throw really quick. You get 10 seconds. The percentages of made free throws are highest between 5 seconds into the count and 7 seconds in the count. Hold the ball too long, you get kind of frozen. Too quick, you just throw it up there. Oh, are they going to wave that beautiful free throw off there? That is a shame. He makes the free throw, but the official blows the whistle because of spilled water on the other side of the floor.
Something tells me we'll be able to get this one in after they clean that up. As Clegg will go back to the free throw line.
What's his free throw percentage on the year? Do we have his free throw percentage?
We'll do a stat check.
Because if he's not a 70 or 80% free throw shooter, he's going to, don't take that away from me. It's not my fault the water spilled on the other bench.
Things slowing down as they clean up the water on the other side of the court.
Yep. Everybody contributing there. We got some AIA people down there. We got some players. Everybody. I don't know what happened. Nobody ran into a water cooler down there.
So in the meantime, while the court is being iced up and taken care of and polished and doing what's necessary, we'll see if we can find some factual information on Coolidge. And along the way of 1,000 notes.
Now we're trying to figure it all out.
Now the refs will come over and
if I'm Coach Glasgow, I mean, he had that free throw out of his hand before anybody blew a whistle. I thought I would say that should count. Let's just go the other way. Let us set up our defense. Could be the kind of game that every point counts. You go to all efforts to find the stats, won't you?
We are searching, we are digging. And here we go. From the free throw line, Mark Clegg. 73% on the year.
Okay, he's going to have a good chance of getting it back, but hate to see them take that free throw away. They could blow the whistle afterwards and do the cleanup because it's on the other side of the floor.
Also,
and it was in the corner. It might not even been on the floor.
Also stops the flow of the game. A great game going on. We're worrying about
the number one responsibility, though, of officials is player safety, so you can't really fault them for that.
There we go. So now we got more towels coming out. Looks like we're bringing a crew of officials to clean up that left side of the floor.
And we got a lot of really nice Gatorade towels coming out right now.
Yeah.
Coach Glasgow's just kind of laughing about it.
So unless we've got a plumbing issue here.
Yeah, and you know what, Coach Glasgow's laughing about this, and he doesn't laugh about much during the game. So
the longtime veteran coach is like, let's just get this one going. My team's got the lead. We're feeling comfortable. We're feeling good.
And if I'm him, I'm saying to Clegg, step away from the line and walk out a little bit. Don't get yourself frozen.
So, Coach, when you get a breakdown like this that stops the ebb and flow of the game, who does this help? Who does this hurt?
Can't help Coolidge because they're kind of on a little bit of a run right now. Might not have any effect, but you got to think if it helps anybody, it's Valley Christian.
Coach Glasgow's got that look on his face like, please.
Or these teams didn't get here by being poorly conditioned, but just different athletes deal with the wind of playing this hard for this long differently. The team that needs a little conditioning break. Also, it's kind of a free timeout.
So there was a lot of water spilled on the very end of the court. So multiple towels, multiple personnel are out.
We got thumbs up. We're ready to play.
Coach Glasgow talking to Pregame and Carlos Coronado as Clegg finally goes the line. And we're back to basketball. And Clegg connects.
It's a push. He makes them both.
Mark Clegg now with 4 points.
Something tells me Clegg's about style there with those glasses and that red drag hair. Looking good.
Styling and profiling. 28-20. Bears. 3:57 left. Shaw, top of the key. Works out the left side. Jalen Lee gets called for the travel.
Bears changed up their defense again. We're back in some kind of zone, and it looked like Valley Christian didn't read it and started running their man offense through it.
So, Coach, through that little water break we had, Coach Glasgow had a time to dial up a good defense and do a different look.
They weren't allowed to bring their players to the sidelines, but you can signal stuff in. Or maybe that's just what they're playing out of a free throw situation. You don't know.
So Glasgow in his 29 years has seen pretty much everything. That time a breakdown and with a water spillage. He calls a great defensive set, causes the turnover by Jalen Lee. So, Coach, on the other side for Coach Hagsma and his boys, they're down 8. What do they got to do right now?
Not panic. 8 points, nothing for them. They're an explosive team. Is it a dead ball situation in their hand right now?
Let me check. Full dead ball situation.
This is a reclean now. Wow. We're still cleaning.
You got to wonder if there's like leakage underneath the floor or something. But
right. So Valley has the ball, right? I mean, there's been so much janitorial work here, I've lost track. All right? But, okay, so the answer to your question is Greg's sitting down talking to them. I'm sure they're trying to make some defensive adjustments. He's probably saying we got to watch for the changing defenses. We can't come down when we see a zone and get into our man stuff and vice versa. And they probably want to dial up a set play right now.
So Caleb Shaw's been great in this one. He's literally been the offensive attack for the Trojans. Who else has to step up for the Trojans right now?
Good question. He's kind of like disproportionately the star power on that team. I don't know if you can say definitively that you can ask freshmen to step up and have a great game. So let's say his brother. It's got to be a brother act. And to Luke's credit, he's tried to knock down a few threes. Some of them might have been a little bit early in the possession, and we were wrong. It's Coolidge's ball coming up. And now Valley's in their zone. So we continue to see different defensive looks.
So we apologize about as Coronado shoots a deep three. Namugabi's there, and Namugabi delivers again. He's got 12 points.
There's no doubt he's the breakout player of the game.
Belklem Namugabi coming up big.
They had Shaw really well covered on his first touch of this possession. See what they do here on his second touch.
Caleb Shaw working in the lane. Shaw banks it off the glass.
Not so much. Shaw's such a good player. He got shut down, was forced to make kind of a errant pass on the first time. He gets the ball right back and scores at the hoop. He just has such a great motor.
Shaw now with 16 points. Lead is 8 for the Bears. And Coronado, the nice freshman with the floater over Shaw. And Shaw to Shaw. Can't get it to go on the other side of the basket.
Sometimes I want players just go up strong on the same side and draw the foul and shoot from the free throw line.
Deep three. That one is off the mark. Coronado inside to Namugabi. Coronado with the sweet dish.
I don't know. I think Greg needs a timeout, and sure enough, he took one.
And the Bears from Coolidge, they are growling. Now leading the top seed by 12, and their fan base on its feet right behind us. The Bears are growling. The 2 seed pushing the 1 seed.
They're not only pushing them right now, they have them in the rearview mirror.
Bell Clan Namugabi came in early after the injury to Drew Madrid. 6 points in the first, another 6 in the second.
Kind of like he says, hey, coach, I'm going to show you that I need to be a starter. Although I love great 6 men.
Bell Clan Namugabi, a junior who have another year to come back and earn his stripes and get in that starting lineup, and he's delivering big as Drew Madrid about to check in.
Coolidge does lose Gant, but they have nice players coming back. They're going to be a handful next year. Same for Valley Christian as those 2 freshmen develop.
3 seniors for Valley Christian, 5 for Coolidge.
And one of those seniors, though, is Caleb Shaw.
Greer off the rim. Bray Gant skying for the rebound.
So far, I thought about putting this on my keys list and I didn't, but so far, the rebounding edge to Coolidge. They're controlling the boards.
Namugabi's there. Namugabi again drawing some contact.
Interesting down there because he might have got called for going over the back, but he did it very carefully straight up, and I think it was a good call, and then on the putback, he gets fouled.
Namugabi just a force in the paint and showing the hops
and the
on
effort.
The putback. Absolutely. High, intense motor by Belclem Namugabi going to the line.
Now the free throw needs a little bit of work. There's 0 rotation on it. There's your off-season emphasis right there.
So Drew Madrid stepping in. Josh Pratt stepping out. Madrid with 5 points in this one.
Let's see if he can straighten it out a little bit. Get that right elbow in, and the hand's too high on the ball. Yeah, they don't have any touch with putting his hands on the ball there. He's got to get that right hand under the ball. Left hand a simple guide and get some backspin on it.
Good hustle by Bray Gant on the rebound. Madrid in the corner. Madrid off the iron. Rebound by Caleb Shaw.
Okay, not a good shot with a 12-point lead.
Shaw
but
loses
doesn't
the
matter.
handle.
They got
and
the ball back.
Namugabi.
3 on 2.
To Clegg. Alley inside. Blocked by Wallace. Namugabi gets it back. Clegg in the corner. Bray Gant. Gant connects from 3.
You get the feeling that Gant is a great teammate. He gives the ball up. He's encouraging his teammates out there.
And an inside basket. And that makes it 24-37. Bears with a 13-point lead.
Carson Greer doesn't seem to be taken back by a state championship environment. Kid's not even old enough to drive yet.
Belclem Namugabi again. Belclem Namugabi.
Where did he come from?
Lighting this one up.
Okay, I'm pretty
up by 15.
I'm pretty content with this lead if I'm Coach Glasgow. I just bring it down and hold for the last shot.
Caleb Shaw, pull-up 3, bang. Caleb Shaw's hot first half continues.
He can shoot over people. He's got a step back. He can get to the rim. We've seen it all. I have no idea why they would shoot and give Valley Christian another possession here unless they have a layup. Just take your time. But he thinks he's invincible right now.
Namugabi into Gant, and Gant scores. Namugabi, the great feed inside.
I guess if they can get a point-blank look at 1 foot away, then yeah, go ahead and shoot it.
And Namugabi doing it every which way in this first half for Coolidge. And the Bears bench calling for D as Caleb Shaw working on 19 and counting.
The last time that they ended a quarter, he just went one-on-one. Let's see what they do here.
Screen set up. Caleb Shaw lets it fly off the glass. Bray Gant, and that's going to end the first half. And it's a good one for the 2 seed. The Bears, Coolidge, Belclem Namugabi off the bench with 14 points, and the 2 seed leading the 1 seed by 14 at the break.
How to be cool.
Day.
Assistant coach, Harold Evans. And the head coach of the team, John Monivers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the 1972-40 Conference champion, the Soccer Bulldogs, and the 97 and 96 3A Conference champs, the Monument Valley Mustangs.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Halftime in the 3A boys finals between number 1 Valley Christian and number 2 Coolidge. Right now the Bears with a 41-27 lead led by Belclem Nabugabi off the bench with 14 points. You're watching live coverage of the 2022 AIA 3A boys basketball finals on the NFHS network. The NFHS Network is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship action. From live games to full game replays to highlights, is all here on the NFHS Network. The NFHS Network is pleased to introduce digital downloads to our high school sports coverage. Just click the blue digital copy box directly under the event video player to buy a digital copy of this event. And as always, you can purchase a DVD keepsake of today's event by clicking on the blue Get the DVD button or by clicking on the Buy a DVD button on the top right-hand corner of the NFHS Network website. Make today's memories last a lifetime with a DVD or a digital download from the NFHS Network. We are high school. It all starts here on the NFHS Network. Tune in every week to watch the best high school action from across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, the NFHS Network. We are high school. If you want to watch more of your school's great events like the game you're enjoying here today, then tell your school to sign up for the NFHS Network School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to nfhsnetwork.com/SBP. Join the conversation, fans. The NFHS Network is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, giving you access to the best in high school sports every single week. Follow the NFHS Network on your favorite social media sites to keep up with all the high school action on the NFHS Network. Hashtag We Are High School. Today's event is also available for all subscribers via our mobile site. Log on to nfhsnetwork.com from your smartphone or tablet and view live games or replays from anywhere. We are back inside Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The 2 seed, Coolidge, with a 14-point lead over the top seed, Valley Christian Trojans, and coach coming off the bench, Belclem Nabugabi. Look at the numbers, a big spark for the Bears. Belclem Nabugabi, 14 points, and Coolidge shoots a blistering 62% from the field.
Most of those shots were right at the rim. A lot of them were putbacks. Valley Christian's got to keep them off the offensive glass and got to defend the paint.
We talked about Coolidge, their balance, and you look at the balance, it's throughout the box score. Clegg with 4 points, Coronado with 4, Drew Madrid with 5, Pratt with 6, Gant with 9, and Nabugabi with 14. On the other side, Valley Christian, Kyle Greer with 4 points, Jalen Lee with 2, Carson Greer with 4, and Caleb Shaw willing his team with 19 points And my goodness, the play of the night with the explosive jam high and hard in the first half.
He's got to get some help from his teammates. Everything's going through him. That ball's got to move a little bit more for Valley Christian, but he's putting on a personal show, but it might not be enough unless the other guys get more involved.
His brother, Luke Shaw, so far 0 for 4 from the field. Austin Wallace, 0 for 3 from the field. And Caleb Shaw, as we mentioned, 8 of 14.
In my view, at least 2 of Luke's three-point attempts were trying to answer something on the other side, and I think people get way too carried away with that. Just get good three-point shots in rhythm.
And, Coach, we talked about the athleticism of Coolidge. We talked about their ability to eat the space and control the glass. 20 rebounds to only 10 for VC in
there
that
you
first
go.
half.
I mean, I was reluctant to put that on my top 3 keys of the game, but it was in the back of my mind that they had the potential to really crash the boards on Valley, and so far they've been able to do that. And they've scored a number of times on second chance, and you just can't let that happen in a game like this.
So, Coach, I got some confirmation on the stoppage of play. There was some kind of stickum or something in that corner, supposedly. So it took a slew of AIA personnel that got it cleaned up, and we're playing basketball. And it looked like after that break, Glasgow mixed up his defense a little bit, and his offense just continued to click down the stretch.
Yep. They're doing a lot of good things right now. Can they sustain that for 16 minutes? And does Caleb Shaw just go off for something ridiculous like 50 tonight and get him right back in the game? It's all possible.
Valley Christian rolls into this one with 12 straight wins. Coolidge on the other side with 16 straight wins. Coolidge looking for its first state title since 2004. They've got 8 total on the other side for Valley Christian.
That's what the beautiful thing about high school basketball is. When you get into February, it's all about momentum, and both these teams bring in momentum, and people that go deep have momentum. But sometimes they could look fairly average in game 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or early in the season in tournaments.
A lot of basketball left to be played as we close in on the second half. Valley Christian has won 6 state titles. So Coach Greg Hagsma got to dial some stuff up, get other players involved. Luke Shaw has to get on track, and Coolidge with that length, that versatility, getting after it, getting contributions from everyone with a 14-point lead. We'll take a short timeout here on the NFHS Sports Network. Second half coverage coming from Veterans Memorial Coliseum in just a moment.
NextCare Urgent Care is proud to be the preferred healthcare partner of the AIA. With over 35 clinics in Arizona and more than 100 locations nationwide, we're here for you with quality healthcare you can trust when you need it most. Our on-site labs and x-rays will save your family time and money, and some of our clinics are open until midnight 7 days a week. You can even pre-register for your visit using our Wahoo service. It stands for Wait at Home or Office. And you can check in online at urgentcareradio.com. or call us at 1-800-URGENT-CARE.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. We push, we fight, we sacrifice. Sometimes we fall short, sometimes we just fall. But we get back up, stronger than before. This is more than a game. This is our goal.
The world is changing. How business gets done is changing. Energy, success, even the face of entrepreneurship is changing. See how we're changing at bankofthewest.com/change.
So the second half closing in, 32 seconds left before we get started. Top seed on the ropes, down by 14. A team that knows how to get it done and rally from behind. And on the other side, this Coolidge team with so much balance. And so far, Coach Glasgow talked about it. He said, look, we can't get in foul trouble. And so far, his team in good shape heading into the second half.
Playing with energy, playing clean, and who would have thought Beldam Nawagabi just being the player of the game so far. So the question is, he's not a starter. Do you start him in the second half?
He's got the hot hand. He's bringing the energy off the bench as we get ready for this second half. 16 minutes away. Could potentially decide who is the 3A champions.
And he is on the floor.
Belcom Nawagabi. Clegg, Coronado, Nawagabi, Pratt, Gant on the floor, Wallace, the Shaw brothers, Lee and Wallace and Harrison on the floor for Valley Christian. Clegg working that left side, trying to turn the corner. Clegg does it. Clegg inside, going for the jam. Nawagabi misses inside. Point blank look. Nawagabi wanted that one back. Clapped his hands in disappointment. Going the other way. Jalen Lee.
Kind of looked to me like Clegg tried to dunk it there when he had just a regular power layup. Dunk's overrated. It's 2 points.
Wallace misses the bunny, getting to the lane.
Yeah. We've left a couple bunnies out on the floor already.
Bray Gant. Gant lets it fly from three. This one off the iron.
I'm just having a hard time with no offense with a 14-point lead. Pull up and shoot.
Caleb Shaw getting the lane, kicks it out to Wallace. Wallace from three, bangs it home.
There we go. He's getting some of his teammates involved now. It's exactly what Valley Christian needs.
Wallace, his first basket of the game. The lead is 11 for the Bears. Clegg in the corner. Pratt working the lane. Ball almost taken away. Out to Gant. Gant, spin move inside. Kick out. Gets called for the travel.
Valley Christian's defense is way more active. Couple nice passes early. I think Coach Hogsman maybe had a few choice words for them at halftime.
VC in the white. Coolidge in the blue. And Caleb Shaw, dynamic. 19 first half points. Out to Luke Shaw on the right side. Picked up by Coronado. Offensive foul against Luke Shaw. Brought the elbow high. Drew the contact. First team foul for VC in the second half. Glad you're with us on the NFHS Sports Network. You're watching the 3A finals between number 1 Valley Christian and number 2 Coolidge from Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Joe Pequeno, Bob Fredericks on the call. Second half, Bears up 11, the 2 seed, 16 straight wins.
Valley's in their man. They know they can't stay in a 2-3 zone, down 14 at half.
Caleb Shaw, tight pressure on Clegg. Clegg getting in the lane. Clegg draws the contact. Foul call against Valley Christian. Caleb Shaw, his first. Second team foul. Both teams in good foul position.
I do like the focus that Valley Christian's come out with here in the second half. I think they can inch their way in the game. They're just too talented to be down this much.
Coronado, Pratt, Clegg, Luke Shaw, VC, tighter defense. Clegg in the corner. Pratt lets it fly. Pratt off the iron.
Okay, they have a chance to get it into single digits here. That's a threshold.
Clegg could not corral the rebound, so it's VC with an opportunity to get into single digits. David Glasgow looking up at the scoreboard. Greg Hagsma on the other side for VC.
It's just a number, but when you look up there and you see single digits, it builds your confidence when you're down double digits.
Austin Wallace inside.
There
Wallace.
it is.
Good basket inside. Wallace, 5 third quarter points.
Getting outscored 5-0 in this quarter is Coolidge.
9 points.
Got to settle down.
A 9-point deficit.
And then they get a moving screen.
Coronado, his second. First team foul for the Bears.
Foul was on Gant.
So Gant with the offensive foul. He's got 2. Luke Shaw in the corner. Austin Wallace lets it fly. Austin Wallace off the mark. Clegg skying for the rebound over Caleb Shaw.
Love the role players for Coolidge. They get stuff done.
Clegg, corner, Josh Pratt. Pratt lets it go off the iron.
Way too many quick threes with a lead. They're shooting Valley right back in the game.
Caleb Shaw, 19 and counting. Shaw, pretty move. Try to kiss it off the glass, no good. Nawagabi with the rebound. Clegg slows it up, moving it up the front court. Caleb Shaw checking in. Kyle Greer coming back in the game. This one off the iron.
Just
Rebound
not
by
understanding
Luke Shaw.
the quick threes when you had a 14-point lead at halftime. It's not working for you right now.
Funny thing, we saw this in the semifinal game. Coolidge with the size advantage over a gritty Holbrook team, and they continued to take a lot of quick shots and then finally worked the ball down in the post and built on their lead. They've come out firing from the perimeter.
I have no problem with the three ball. I just don't like it super early in the possession with no or one passes when you have a big lead.
Wallace out to Luke Shaw, Caleb Shaw, Austin Wallace. Caleb Shaw thought about, gets in the lane. Shaw kick out to his brother, Luke Shaw.
And then you foul the guy in the corner taking a three and give him 3 free throws. When he's having a rough night and those 3 free throws, I'm going to put some money on the fact that that's going to get him going. Totally different from the first half here. Valley Christian comes out playing very hard, very intelligently. Not sure what Coolidge is trying to do right now.
Luke Shaw with an opportunity to get into the scoring column, and he does, his first point of the game. And the lead is down to 8. Checking in for VC is Jake Harrison. Shaw with some good touch at the free throw line. The lead down to 7. Coronado with a costly foul in that corner on the three-point play.
More than cut the lead in half in under 4 minutes. Have held Coolidge scoreless. Momentum right now with Valley Christian.
VC on an 8-0 run. Clegg, Namagabe, Drew Madrid. Bears needing a basket, a calming presence right now. This one.
All right, I was just about to say they got to do something through Gant, and he just did it.
And Bray Gant, top of the key, knocks it down. Gant with 9 points. Caleb Shaw continues his onslaught. Now
big steal down by his brother down low.
Shaw with the miss.
Frantic pace right now.
6-point lead for the Bears as Clegg comes up with the rebound.
Quite the contrast between this game in style and the 2A championship.
Clegg getting into the lane, loses the handle. Austin Wallace out to Shaw. Shaw on Gant. Shaw going through the reverse. Beautiful for the basket. And the lead
game
is down to 4. And Caleb Shaw now with 23 and counting. And we'll take a media timeout here from the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. 1 versus 2, and 1 on a run, cutting the lead to 4. We'll be right back here on the NFHS Sports Network.
Ho, ho, ho!
Academy Sports and Outdoors has the gifts to make this your most fun Christmas ever. From game tables to bikes to team sports, and the best from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, golf, and grills. We've got everybody covered this holiday. Merry Christmas from everyone at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
So the 1 seed coming on strong. Valley Christian on a 12-2 run to cut the Bears lead down to 4, 43-39.
got to give the Trojans credit for listening to whatever they were told at halftime and coming out with much greater resolve and purpose. On the other hand, Coolidge's shot selection has been very suspect, particularly when they came out of the locker room with a 14-point lead.
A lot of quick shots, not utilizing the clock. Caleb Shaw continues to be hot with 23.
No ball reversal, not making Valley play defense.
Clegg getting in the lane, kick out. Ball taken away. Caleb Shaw. Shaw going strong. Shaw off the glass. Won't go. Nabugabi giving chase. Greer with the rebound. Greer out to Luke Shaw. Gant almost comes up with it. Shaw getting into the lane. Shaw off the glass. Won't go. Put back. Won't go. Contact underneath.
Clearly Valley Christian the more aggressive team right now. The exact opposite of what we saw in the first half. A tale of two cities.
Nabugabi. His third personal fouls. Luke Shaw going to the line. Shaw connected on 3 free throws last time. And this time in and out as Coronado stepping back in. And Pratt taking a breather. 4-point game. Coolidge led by 14 at the half. VC coming out strong in this third. Shaw hits the second. And the lead is 3. 1 versus 2.
One
Drew
hoop.
Madrid.
One hoop for Coolidge this half.
Excellent effort by Luke Shaw. Drew Madrid.
Is that the right call after the deflection, or do they start it again? I guess it's got to be possessed. I think I would know that after 900 games.
So Coach Glasgow looking on, and Coach Hagsman seeing his team go on a nice run. So we had a mistake on the scores table. It's all good. 2:54 left. Austin Walls will take it in. Caleb Shaw huffing and puffing.
Plays super hard.
But
so does
he
his
is
brother.
ready to blow the Bears' house down. And this one chucked away, looking for his brother on the wing. The only mistake VC has made here in the third quarter.
They're just on a different page there.
And now the refs give Coach David Glasgow a warning.
He's not talking to the officials at all. Just seems unnecessary. Of course, I'm a coach, not a ref.
Ray Gant, Clegg trying to get in the lane. Clegg draws the contact on Austin Wallace.
He was a bit out of control, though. That call could have went either way. Coolidge has got to right the ship here before this turns entirely around on them.
Wallace's third personal, third team foul.
And now they get an offensive foul trying to just get themselves clear to receive the inbounds.
So right now, Coach, Coolidge is out of sorts. If you're Coach Glasgow, do you call timeout?
He used one. He has 4 left. I'm definitely giving it a lot of consideration. I'm not going to answer that question directly. The good news is he still has a lead, but they basically haven't performed this half.
Coolidge with only 2 points in this third. Greer to his brother. Greer on the outside, off the iron. Austin Wallace rebound. Taken away by Clegg.
Now,
good hands down
now,
low.
Work the ball through Shaw. Maybe some ball reversal. Get a good look or draw a foul. Don't get impatient and just chuck up a shot.
Clegg right side of the key.
Okay.
Clegg going. Hanging and banging and delivering. Great basket by Mark Clegg.
Maybe
in a must-win scenario on that offensive possession.
Maybe that stabilizes them a bit, but you never know.
Caleb Shaw on the other side. The kick out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw off the back of the iron. Gant down the floor. Drew Madrid. Madrid
Traveled.
gets called for the travel. Wow. Madrid.
There's been a couple calls this game made by that particular official that I wasn't sure of, but he got that travel right for sure.
Madrid wants that one back. $1:50 left. Caleb Shaw got in the lane, pulls up. Caleb Shaw.
He's just a machine right now.
3-point game, 45-42. 1 versus 2. Clegg. Gant lets it fly. Off the iron. Taken away by Greer.
And notice some of those boards that were going to Coolidge in the first half are now going to Valley Christian. There's a lot of one-and-done possessions for Coolidge, which wasn't the case in the first half.
Carson Greer, the freshman, banging underneath. Pulls down the rebound. Caleb Shaw on Clegg. Gives up the dribble. Austin Wallace. Wallace going to the hoop. Wallace almost connects. Draws the contact.
I'm not sure how that one stayed out. I'd like to teach players you've got to be able to push yourself and play at the exhaustion level. And Caleb Shaw is the picture of playing at the exhaustion level. It looks like he's going to drop over out there just because he's playing so hard. He's got such a motor.
Wants it big time. Wallace at the line. Wallace, this one in and out. Coolidge fans behind us celebrating the miss. Wallace with another opportunity. It's Jalen Lee about to check back in. Wallace right down the middle.
2-point game. I'm not sure Valley could have had a worse first half. And they're right there in the game.
Coolidge led by 14. They've scored only 4 points in this third. VC, it's found his confidence, and it has number 2 shaken. Drew Madrid, Luke Shaw. Madrid behind the back. Madrid getting in the lane. The floater won't go. Gant underneath. Gant. Contact. Namugabi picking Gant off the floor. The foul on Jalen Lee. So some big time physicality underneath. Jalen Lee, the junior. Nothing easy for Coolidge right now. Gant put up 25 in the semifinal win. Nice stroke.
He has
on the
a knack
free throw.
for making free throws that do not have a very high arc on them. Gets that roll off the front of the rim a lot. He did yesterday and just got one there.
Gant now with 12 points. Make that 13. Comes up clutch. 45.7 seconds left. Greg Hagsma shouting out the offensive play.
Coach Glasgow right here. You get one stop, say, okay, we weathered the storm. Let's get back out there and get back in the groove.
Good defense. Pratt with the big hands. Caleb Shaw inside to Greer. Greer, contact and one. Drew Madrid on the foul. And you can't say enough about the Greer kids, true freshmen coming up big in the limelight in the 3A title game.
One of the keys to the game is how well the youth group would play in there, and right now Greer brothers doing a great job.
Kyle and Carson.
Now, I am not sure if this is the one that I asked, always one and one-on-one, but right there on that move it looked like he's the one.
A chance to cut the lead to 1, and he does just that. 1 versus 2. 1 coming back from 14 down to pull within 1. The Bears trying to find their poise in a rough third period. 14 seconds left. And a foul call against Shaw.
It could have been 5 seconds closely guarded before the foul, but got the foul call.
Shaw's second.
Not a big concern. Doesn't want to pick up a third, that's for sure.
13 seconds left in this third. Pratt throws it away. Caleb Shaw. 8 seconds.
Chance to take the lead. Totally dominate the quarter.
Screened by Greer. Shaw to the lane.
Score.
And Shaw scores at the buzzer. And the Trojans back on top. 48-47. They've come back from a 14-point halftime deficit to go up 1 after 3. An amazing third quarter run by VC.
How many points does Caleb Shaw have at this point?
Caleb Shaw. Shaw with 25 points.
The effort is just incredible. I think I'm going to call him Detroit because he's Motor City right now.
We'll take a short timeout here on the NFL. Takes up the right side. Jalen Lee, Luke Shaw, Austin Wallace, Shaw, release rotation. Got it! Luke Shaw!
What did I tell you about the 3 free throws? He's in the groove now.
The 4 free throws he connected on in the third, got him going, then hits the 3. Clegg on the other side, loses the handle. Foul call against Caleb Shaw.
They needed those desperately.
Clegg coming up at the free throw line. He now has 12. And the VC lead is 2. Coach Hagsma barking out the defensive play. Shaw, left side. Rotation, Wallace, Caleb Shaw, Clegg. Shaw pulls it back out. Right now, VC working a little clock. Jalen Lee lets it go. Jalen Lee, short rebound. Shaw pulls it back out. Some patience by the Trojans, utilizing the clock with a 2-point lead. Coach Glasgow calling for Clegg to play some tighter defense on Shaw. Shaw in the corner. This one long. Gant with the rebound. Drops it down to Clegg. 6:36 and counting. Clegg. Drew Madrid. Madrid thought about it. Stops, pops. This one short. And VC back on offense. And not the possession Coolidge needed.
They haven't had very many good possessions this half.
So Kyle Greer, the freshman, number 44, playing vital minutes in this one. Caleb Shaw, the senior. Austin Wallace. Wallace Had a good third quarter. Inside and Greer. Wallace to Greer. And the lead is now 4 for VC.
What Greer does there is he looks at the eyes of his defender, and as his defender looks at the ball, he just back cuts really quick, and it worked perfectly.
Kyle Greer now with 8 points, and Austin Wallace really stepping up in the second half. 5 third quarter points, a bucket in the fourth, and a key assist right there to build the lead to 4. And VC starting to feel it, showing some championship form. And Coolidge with that 14-point halftime lead. And Glasgow talking to his team and trying to get them mentally regrouped, trying to figure out how to get back in sync after building that 14-point first half lead. A tale of two halves, and right now it's going in VC's direction. And unless Coolidge can turn this around pretty quickly, VC, with 6:12 left to kill, could be holding the championship trophy when it's all said and done.
I don't know if I can remember in a state title game or hardly any games such a distinct shift in momentum and decision making.
So stepping back out on the floor for VC, the Shaw brothers, Austin Wallace, Kyle Greer.
Yeah, even Luke Shaw's way of walking and demeanor is different right now than it was in the first half. He's looking confident again into the game.
Jake Harrison also on the floor for VC. Gant, Pratt, Coronado, Clegg, Drew Madrid, the starters for Coolidge. And here we go, 6:12 left. 2 seed down 4 after a 14-point halftime lead. Coronado, Luke Shaw giving chase. Glasgow telling his team to run, move. Gant cutting across. Madrid pulling it back out. Caleb Shaw, bad pass. Pratt runs it down. Kyle Greer on the floor playing vital minutes for VC. Madrid getting into the lane. Madrid kicks it out. Pratt from the outside. Shot won't go.
Going to stay here and calling over the back.
Over the back on Jake Harrison.
But Valley rebounding much more aggressively than they did in the first half, so you can live with one of those now and then.
They were down 10 at the half in the rebounding margin.
Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way.
We can get some updated stats. We'll fire them along. So Drew Madrid going to the line.
Now we got 2 freshmen in at the same time in the fourth quarter of a state championship game.
Madrid, a 75% free throw shooter. This one off the iron, and Caleb Shaw skying. Shaw's done everything in this game for the Trojans. Wallace back to Shaw. 5:27 and counting. Shaw, a couple dribbles. Clay giving chase. Shaw to Luke Shaw. The brother tandem stepping up in this one. Coronado, top of the key. Shaw getting inside, draws the contact.
1-1, it's not on the baseline.
Foul call on Coronado. Six-team foul for the Bears. Trojans with 17 fouls. Luke Shaw at the line. Shaw got going, hitting 4 free throws in that third quarter. Shoots this one up, this one off the back of the iron. Chased down by Austin Wallace. Hustle play by Wallace. Can't say enough about that. Caleb
Everything's
Shaw.
going Valley's way, but that's partially due to effort. They just came out with a whole new purpose in the second half.
Austin Wallace getting in the lane. Wallace inside.
Nicely done.
Greer, put back won't go. Greer again, underneath. Kyle Greer, the freshman, living large in the blocks and coming up with key rebounds. Kyle Greer at the line, nails the first one. Greer stepping up big in this one. Now with 9 points, coming up with a key loose ball. 4:51 left. Greer, nice soft touch. Freshman stepping up.
Coolidge 8 points so far.
David Glasgow has to call the timeout. And Coach, we talked about Valley Christian needing people to step up, and Kyle Greer, the true freshman, second half off the bench with 6 points. Austin Wallace with 7 points. And Luke Shaw, 7 second half points.
Exactly what they didn't get in the first half. Everything was going through Caleb in the first half. Other people weren't involved for one reason or another. They weren't rebounding. They came out. They started to get contributions from other people, and they've rebounded like crazy, and their effort's been outstanding. I mean, you can just see it. On the other hand, Coolidge starts the half with poor shot selection and had never really got any kind of groove this half going.
The Bears led by 14, only 8 second half points. They now trail by 6 with 4:50 left, and that Coolidge fan base rooting the team on. But it seems right now for the Bears, everything is a struggle. They have their starters back on the floor.
We'll see what can happen here.
On the other side, Wallace, the Shaw brothers, Harrison, and Greer. 4:50 left. The top seed up 6. Gant working the ball up the right side. Dumps it back out to Clegg.
Where's the jump hook tonight?
Clegg.
That he had last night.
Pratt, good look from the outside. Cannot connect. Namugabi with the rebound. The foul's going to be on Shaw over the top.
Namugabi we saw in the first half right there.
And the big question is Belclem Namugabi. We saw him at the free throw line in the first half, Coach. Got to be able to hit some here.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe they'll go down. I just think that, like, that offense for Coolidge has got to go through Shaw right now.
Namugabi. This one ugly off the iron. And the shot from the outside by Gant.
Well, if I said Shaw, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say Gant, and there it is. It went through him, and good things happened.
Gant with 16. The VC lead down to 4. Wallace. Gant giving chase. Wallace to Greer. Kyle Greer back to Caleb Shaw. Closing in on 4 minutes left in the fourth. The 3A title game from downtown Phoenix.
Valley's pretty good at this 5-man perimeter weave. And then if you're one man off the ball, you watch your guy, and if he loses sight, looks over at the ball, you just back cut really quick.
Drew Madrid going out. Caleb Shaw, Clegg on him. 3:48 and counting. Caleb Shaw, electric move to his left. Loses the handle. Ball's loose on the floor.
Possession game with 3.5 to go. Fans can't ask for anything more than that.
1 versus 2 as Clegg and Gant giving chase on Caleb Shaw. Kick out to Greer. Austin Wallace swinging it around. Luke Shaw across the court.
They're in their 5-out offense again. Watch for back cutters.
Caleb Shaw with Clegg in his mug. Back out to the bro. Back to Caleb Shaw.
Looks like they're setting something up on the opposite side off of the stacked screen down there.
Good handles by the Shaw brothers. Caleb Shaw. 2:45. VC working the clock. Austin Wallace.
There's the back cut we talked about. That could have been a travel.
No good. Clegg underneath. Put back. It is good. Caleb Shaw, 27 and counting.
Second effort, third effort. What a game.
His first basket of the fourth.
But that's
Gant.
okay because his teammates been helping him out.
Josh Pratt misses the putback.
Now they foul 94 feet away from the basket they're defending in the bonus. You just can't do that.
Nabu Gabi with the foul.
You're probably sending an 80% free throw shooter to the line when he was nowhere on the court where he could score a bucket. He outfought them for the rebound. You just got to get back on defense.
A bad choice by Coolidge as Shaw goes to the line. 27 and counting. Huffing, puffing, but he's got plenty in his tank to see VC through. Shaw dynamic in this one.
He's been pretty much dynamic every night.
Knocks it down. Shaw with 28. And the lead is 5 for the top seed. 2:18 left.
Trojans have 4 timeouts left, and I think Greg is going to use one here just to say, hey, look at the situation. Time on the clock, score differential.
This one off the iron. Shaw, put back.
And how do you not black out the free throw shooter when he's that kind of an athlete?
Caleb Shaw hustling and muscling. Josh Pratt on the foul call. And this is coming down to sheer will, and Caleb Shaw is willing it and wanting it and showing it. Shaw misses the front end. 5-point lead for the Trojans. Misses them both. Battle in the corner. And once again.
And that time they definitely had Shaw blacked out, but then the ball just went loose and no one got it successfully chased down.
And Coach, you called it. Timeout on the floor. 2:14 left.
All year long you say, guys, fourth quarter situations, you have to know point differential, timeouts we have left, bonus situation, explaining all those things right now, talking about wise clock use on offense, talking about not fouling and giving them 2 free throws every time because of the double bonus. Play defense with your feet. Move your hands. Do not reach. Don't get pump faked. All the kind of basic stuff that'll bring it home.
Caleb Shaw having an amazing game, getting great efforts from freshman Kyle Greer. Luke Shaw stepping up in the second half. Austin Wallace has been a force. And that Coolidge team, so polished with a 14-point first half lead, has only scored 12 second half points. Everything a struggle as we take a look at that VC bench. A team down 14, but came up fighting in that second half and stormed to the 5-point lead with 2.14 seconds left.
Coach Hogsma delegating that whole timeout to assistant coaches.
And you can't say enough about the Coolidge faithful on their feet, rooting their Bears on. Plenty of time left. Now Mugabe, Madrid, Pratt, Gant, Clegg on the floor. Greer, Shaw, Wallace.
I'm pulling the ball out here just like they're doing and making them foul me.
2 sets of brothers on the floor for VC. Austin Wallace in the mix.
I would not attack the basket. Pull it out, make them foul.
VC
Trust your free throw shooting.
just working and milking the clock with a 5-point lead.
They haven't stepped inside the 28-foot line yet, and that's what to do. Now you get your best free throw shooter, best overall player, or one of your best free throw shooters, best overall player at the free throw line. 5-point lead, you're in the driver's seat.
Caleb Shaw going in line. .28 points. This one off the front iron.
Missed 3 in a row. It's unusual, but they still did the right thing of making him come out and foul him.
Jake Harrison stepping in. Carson Greer getting a breather. Shaw misses both. Pratt comes down with a big rebound.
Almost unbelievable with the game he's had.
5-point deficit for the 2 seed. Pratt lets it fly off the iron. Gant behind the back.
Okay,
Gant,
and he's fouled.
contact and one.
Now the story's different.
Bray Gant. Good work down low.
He's got to touch the ball every time down the court. All of a sudden,
Gant with 18 points.
all of a sudden, much more likely for for Coolidge to make a little comeback here. Now it's a 2-point game.
And Gant, point number 19, draws them within 2. Star power on both sides. Shaw, kick out. Luke Shaw, Drew Madrid, VC, milking the clock.
Milking the
with
clock.
a 2-point lead.
Milking the clock's a little more precarious with a 2-point lead than a 5-point lead.
Greer, Caleb Shaw. Shaw pulls it back out.
Smart.
Saw Gant in the blocks. Dishing it back out to Kyle Greer. Nabugabi
Okay,
draws the foul.
going to put the freshman at the free throw line.
Jake Harrison checking back in. Carson Greer stepping out. And Namugabi has fouled out.
He had a great first half.
Justin Coronado stepping in.
Good overall game. Great effort on his part.
The senior has to step up in a big way with a minute 13 left. This one off the iron for Kyle Greer.
Any way you look at it, coming down the other side, Coolidge has a chance to retake the lead even if he makes this.
talked about it
to
down
tie
the
it, I should
stretch.
say. Okay, they have a chance to tie. You don't need to take a 3 here. You have another possession left in you probably.
Greer with
Although Valley can just hold the ball, and if they can make free throws after being fouled.
Greer with 11 points. Coronado, tight pressure. Glasgow calls the timeout.
Good timeout. They had nothing going there. They got to make the most of every possession. He still has 2 more left.
30-second timeout for Justin Coronado, seeing some PT as Namugabi is fouled out. So the Bears clawing back within 3 with 58.3 seconds left. So the Bears are down 3. They got a timeout, 30 on the floor, Coach. What do you expect from Glasgow in this situation?
Different trains of thought. Sometimes you just set up something for the best available shot. It can be a 2, it can be a 3. If it's a 2, you got to probably set up your press. But I would probably be dialing up if I had a real good shooter or some good stuff that we haven't shown too much of for a 3-point shot. I'd probably be dialing up some set play for a 3-point shot right here.
And for Hagsma, what kind of defense is he dialing up right now?
That's interesting. He's probably going to just come out and play straight man, but if you change up the defense, it kind of blows up whatever play that they called in their other huddle. So you could do that either way. So I don't think I gave you an answer.
I was looking for one, Coach. 58.3 seconds left. The top seed up 3.
Straight man-to-man. See if they set up a set play for a 3. They're going to have a hard time getting in. He's got to call timeout. He's got to call timeout. Oh, he did not get the timeout called.
Could not get the ball in. A critical meltdown by the Bears with an opportunity to tie or draw within 1. Mercy.
No reason to shoot the ball. Make them foul you.
So VC, a 3-point lead. In the driver's seat, Caleb Shaw. Coach Glasgow calling for a foul immediately. And they finally draw the foul.
I know he missed his last 4 free throws, but he's too good of a free throw shooter to keep that going. I expect him to knock down at least one of the 2 here. He pushed me, I would say both of the 2.
Shaw with 28 points.
Yeah.
This one in and out. So right now, VC down the stretch.
He's had such a great night. And it's hard to see him miss 5 free throws late. He's too good of a player.
Courtesy of the scorers table, Shaw's missed 6 free throws in a row at the line.
I had 5, but 6 is...
Misses them both. Loose ball.
Wow.
Clegg comes up with it.
Wow.
38 seconds left.
What do they got for a 3 here on the kick out?
Clegg to Pratt. Pratt. Kick out. Drew Madrid. Madrid. Couple dribbles behind the back. Taken away by Caleb Shaw. The great defensive play. Shaw attacking. And they call the blocking foul on Bray Gant.
Okay, so the last Coolidge possession, I just don't understand Gant not touching the ball.
Caleb Shaw hits the floor hard. Foul call against Bray Gant. And that's his 4th. Timeout on the floor. 24.3 seconds left.
Coach Hogsman did a great job of conserving those timeouts. Now he can take them to settle his kids down, tell them what to do. No pressure on them right now.
And on the other side, Glasgow and the Bears, you got to come up with a stop. What do?
A, make sure you get the rebound on the missed free throw. Probably, let's see, they got 1 timeout left. I'm certainly not going to take it to set up a play if I have the timeout right now that Greg called on the other end. I'm setting up the play that I want on this side. You got to talk about, are we down 3, or are we down 4, or are we down 5? Clearly, if you're down 4 or 5, you don't need to take a 3 on the first time down. Just get whatever the best available shot or your best play is. And what are you going to do if they throw a press at you? Which press offense are you going to have ready to go? Are you just going to run your regular, normal, fast break preset and try to go through a press, or are you going to set up your press offense? Those are all the things that have to be talked about in the Coolidge huddle.
So VC with 6 state titles, their last one coming in 2019. 24.3 seconds left with an opportunity to raise the gold ball in downtown Phoenix. Stepping into the lineup, Omar Miguel, the junior at the line. Caleb Shaw at the line. 2-shot opportunity. Shaw with 28 points. This time
there he goes. I think he needed to take a hard hit to the floor to get his free throw stroke back. And I also think Coach Hogsman timely timeout got him some breath, helped him out.
29 points in counting.
I'm facetious on the first comment there. But he obviously, that had a good rotation, just didn't go.
Omar Miguel with the rebound, loses the handle, and VC comes up with it.
They're not going to shoot the ball.
And Shaw fouled from behind by Bray Gant.
Got some exciting Trojans in the gym.
And Bray Gant has fouled out of this game.
That's a shame. I think he needed more touches in the second half.
A lot of quick shots dictated the Coolidge offense in the second frame. They found themselves outscored in the third, 21-7, falling behind by 1. Bray Gant stepping off the floor, a look of disappointment as a Coolidge 14-point halftime lead is now a 4-point deficit with 14.8 seconds left, and Luke Shaw, money at the line.
Valley Christian #1 in 3A all year long, and they're going to prove it out here. Great second half comeback.
VC, 12 straight wins. Second one is missed. Clegg with the rebound. 10 seconds left. Clegg shoots up the 3, off the iron. Shaw will take it, and the clock winds down. Caleb Shaw almost fitting. And there it is. VC, the top seed, down 14, rallies and wins the state title over number 2 Coolidge, 61-56. And Caleb Shaw leads the way with 29. A dramatic come from behind victory for VC that looked out of sorts in the first half. And they put their big boy pants on in the second frame and rally for their 7th state title.
Got to take your hat off to them, not losing their cool, listen to their coaches at halftime, getting everybody else involved, and just pulling off a great second half. So congratulations to them. Great year by Coolidge. Both teams returned some quality players. Their futures are bright.
Big effort, can't say enough, by Kyle Greer, the true freshman, coming off the bench, providing 11 points, a big spark. The freshman playing beyond his freshman year.
Yeah, that's. Oh, you know what? You've played 30-some games right now. You're only a freshman in the box score.
Luke Shaw stepping up in the second half with 8 points. Austin Wallace with 7. And of course, Caleb Shaw, 10 second half points, 4 in the fourth, a game high 29 points. And the Shaw brothers and the Greers and the Wallaces, everyone on that VC team celebrating after looking up in a big way at the half and pulling off a second half thriller. Coolidge and Coach David Glasgow stepping up to accept its runner-up trophy. And they walk up.
It's so hard to accept that runner-up trophy. You need to be proud of your efforts through the year, but when you have a 14-point lead at halftime, it's hard right now. They'll pull it together, though. They had a great run. Coach came in there, got them going the right direction.
Coolidge, an outstanding season. A lot to be proud of.
Your community outstandingly. You left everything on this court tonight. Be proud of your accomplishment, and we'll see you again next year in this championship. Congratulations, my hand.
Coolidge finishes with a record of 27-3. Their 16-game winning streak comes to an end as they accept the runner-up trophy. They lose 5 seniors after this ball game. And they will question what could have been after leading by 14 at the half, looking so crisp up and down the floor. Josh Pratt walking off with the runner-up trophy with some tears coming down. Now on the other side, a coronation for Valley Christian. A team finishes the year winning 13 straight. A team showing championship execution in the final 16 minutes, rallying from 14 down. The will, the thrill, and the skill led by Caleb Shaw, who was gasping for air, but found the will with 29 points, and VC raising the trophy high.
Happy Trojans there. They kept their cool, fought back, had an unbelievable second half, got everybody involved, just turned it right all the way around. So here's something that's really great. Last year, these championship games were in high school gyms. And now we're all back in the arenas. We got to see the kind of crowd we saw in the previous game before. These kids all year long get to look forward to playing in the big house. This is what high school championships should be like.
Valley Christian loses 3 seniors. One of those, of course, the dynamic one, Caleb Shaw. And he goes out in style with 29 points on his way to play basketball at Northern Colorado in the Big Sky. And Coach, as we look at VC in the second frame, what changes that Coach Hagsma dialed up that made such a difference in the final 16?
I really didn't see any X and O changes. I saw much better effort on the boards and sharing the ball better.
So Valley Christian, they walk off holding the gold ball. They lose 3 seniors, and they'll cut down the nets in downtown Phoenix, and they'll take that Goal ball back to Chandler off I-10, and they'll celebrate a sweet victory as they finish with their 13th win of the season, state title number 7. And Coach Greg Hagsma being interviewed by the great Richard Obert of the Arizona Republic. And Coach, once again, we talk about Hagsma and all the great things he's done as a coach. Can you talk about his effort here tonight in leading this very talented VC team?
Obviously, something was said at halftime, and the poise and delegating a lot to his assistant coaches, maybe more than I've ever seen before, just getting the most out of everybody. But here's what I want to say about Greg Hagsma. This is the kind of guy Greg Hagsma is. A month or two ago, when they named or dedicated our gym at our school to me, he made sure he took a night off and came to it. I lost a player, unfortunately, a few years ago. He was at the memorial service. He's just a good man. Greg
Hagsma, high school basketball, high school athletics. It's a small fraternity of people that genuinely care about each other, and Hagsma's got that heart. He's a great leader of young men, provided the inspiration and spark to this team, and once again, Valley Christian, the champions in 3A, knocking off Coolidge, the 2 seed, 61-56. We appreciate you dialing us in at Veterans Memorial Coliseum for Greg Jones and our entire staff, and for the great one, 7-time state champion coach Bob Fredericks. I am Joe Pequena, and we appreciate you watching. Everyone take care and have a great night from Veterans Memorial
Good night.
Coliseum.